All right, starting in 3, 2.
Oh, wait.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, welcome back. My first podcast on my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time, I'm Jazz Collins, and we got 3 guests here today with us.
What's up, y'all? Keith Overton from Austin, Texas. Very rare breed these days, but from Austin, Texas. TEK MIME.
Man, it's your boy EJ, Everett Williams. The E in TEK. Mom.
It's Thomas, originally from Dallas, Texas. Now I'm in Austin. I'm the T in TEK.
Yes, sir. All right, so basically what the gist of this podcast is, I'm hoping to have this podcast every week, hopefully having a new guest each time. This will basically be the core group right here. And basically what the main thing about this podcast is unity. I haven't come up with a name for the podcast yet. I had a couple different names. United We Stand podcast.
Man, I like that. I like that. Come chill with me. Come chill. What's that?
I like Come Chill With Me Sundays or whatever.
Yeah, I like come chill with me.
It's not going to be on the same day. It's going to be on a different day. So
okay.
Come chill with Jazz, and then you have the movie premiere on Sundays and the podcast on a different day. But Come Chill With Me with Jazz is legit.
I like that. Come chill with me. Come chill. Come whatever you say. Like come Sunday. Come chill with me. Look in the background, nosy.
Nosy. I'm just saying hello.
Hey, Kiana.
Hey, Kiana.
I didn't know you were recording. She knew we was recording.
Do you agree that people need to stay inside, or you just whatever about it?
As for me in my house, I'm gonna stay right here inside. But people can, I think, to slow it, as they're saying, we're gonna do this thing by like science and data. If that's the case, then I think that we should do our part in preventing it. But if you want to go out and do what you want to do, by all means, you do your thing. But Keith, KOH here, I'll be inside, staying away. I have a lot of masks. I have gloves, everything. I'm prepared.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like you got to be prepared regardless, because the government say, like, if you just look realistically at some of the things like that's going on, like, I don't really think that if nobody really quarantined in the first place, you know what I'm saying, that the bacteria or whatever, the coronavirus is going to stop spreading. I think that it's going to continue to spread as long as people, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing what they want to do. And I feel like a lot of people are doing what they're supposed to do or are gone by the guidelines, but I feel it's always some bad apples that's doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's, regardless, I feel like you just need to be safe. Like, at the beginning of this, they was telling us to do stuff we should have been doing already. Like, you don't already wash your hands, you don't already clean your space. Like, what's going on? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, those are things you should have already been doing. So, I mean, I just feel like if you worry about yourself, like, you'll be fine. Like, you just, you quarantine, you take your necessary precautions, you know what I'm saying? You'll be fine.
For sure. Yeah, my thing about it is I'm wondering if people are going to keep this same energy after all this is done. Like, are people going to continue to take the necessary precautions? People going to, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a million conspiracy theories, you know what I'm saying? It's a dude brought to my attention yesterday, bro. I did not know this, but they said on The Simpsons, like, there was a coronavirus, like season 16 or something like that. Basically, something that came out a long time ago, like, and it was called coronavirus on the show. Like, so it already happened. So, I mean, like.
You said that's what it was called? Like,
yeah, it was on the show. They were calling it coronavirus. So, I mean, like, I feel like it's a lot of things we don't know. So, we just got to be prepared regardless. I'm not saying, like, they already knew. Or I am saying that they could have already known, you know what I'm saying? It's just your responsibility to be prepared for yourself.
I'm just ready for all this to be over. Yeah, but I'm like I said, I'm an introvert. So as far as like, I don't like being around a lot of people. So look, this is cool. Me staying at home. This is giving me a lot reason to just chill, just stay at the crib.
EJ.
I ain't gotta worry about people calling me, talking about, hey, you want to go somewhere? They ain't gotta worry about that. I can just stay home.
Yeah, EJ say he an introvert all the time.
EJ is not an introvert.
EJ is not an
EJ is an extrovert.
Okay, wait.
EJ is an extrovert.
I'm like in the middle. I'm in the middle. I'd rather be by myself, but I know how to mingle. I know how to mingle with everyone.
So you an ambivert. Is that what this called? It's called an ambivert, ain't it?
I don't know what that is.
It's in between.
I lean more towards the introvert side than anything. So
I feel that.
I'm both.
Stand by my.
I think we all introverts on here.
Yeah, I can speak for that for sure.
I said it's comfortable to be at home. All your stuff there.
Right.
You ain't really wanting for nothing unless you going to add more to your stuff.
Facts. Grocery store.
Productive. What have y'all been doing to keep yourselves occupied during quarantine?
I'm failing in that subject. All I've been doing is playing PS4, sleep, eat, PS4, sleep, eat. On the weekends, and then on the weekdays, it's PS4, take a nap, Bible study, work, PS4, doing work. And then, I ain't really had no point of going outside.
What you be playing, bro?
Huh?
What you been playing?
Man, they got the Final Fantasy game that came out, Final Fantasy 7 remake. But since I beat that, I'm back on GTA. So I've been
GTA the game right now. GTA the game.
Playing Grand Theft Auto right now. So.
Bro, y'all heard about this PS5 dropping?
I did.
I heard about it.
The what?
PS5.
Oh yeah, at the end of saving my little money.
I'm about to say, I'm saving now.
Saving my little money.
I'll come out my
I got the PS3 in my room, so when the PS5 drop, the PS4 is gonna be transferred to the room. PS3 gonna be going somewhere. I don't know where the PS3 going, but the PS5 gonna be in the living room. So
do y'all know if you're gonna be able to play PS4 games on the PS5?
You're supposed to. I guess like for the first generation you are, but the second.
Ultimately, probably cancel it. Yeah.
Yeah, got my first gen. Thing old and dusty. The fat PS4.
Yeah.
The ones that make noise when you turn them on.
Let me check my freaking PlayStation. Sound like a jet engine, bro. I'm telling you.
For like a leaf blower, huh? You outside cutting grass. Like, hey, bro.
I played tennis. I played. I played GTA.
Yeah. I didn't even know tennis was a game on PS4. Like that's an actual game.
Maybe that was the Wii or something. I don't know.
It had to be the Wii, the little.
And I got this fun though.
Or do you have the PS4? It's two different consoles, bro. Which one?
I had PS4. I just haven't played it, but I had the Wii in my apartment. I had the Wii. Like real talk. I had the Wii.
So like you had the controller that you.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it white? Was it a white controller?
Yes.
Okay, you had yes.
I had the Wii. I played tennis.
I see you, bro.
Cool. But I really just have been like resting a lot. I mean, it sounds weird and crazy, but I've been resting. This time has really been good for me to like focus my mind. I'm usually all over the place doing everything for anything, anyone, just doing whatever I can to help in church, ministry, like different stuff and work. This time has really been for me to like really relax and chill. So I've been watching, Netflix here and there, reading and sleeping a lot.
And like I know I can speak personally. I recently watched the Kevin Hart documentary. I forget what it's called, but it just came out last year, and it was basically talking about his life, how he grew up, basically, and the mistakes that he ended up making later on in his career. Going back to the whole scandal thing with him and his wife, And then the whole thing with the Oscars, where basically he was being criticized for a joke that he made back in 2010. It was a gay joke, and people were criticizing him about that. And I think the gist of it was talking about failure, basically, and like how you make mistakes, but you can always come back. It's like how you come back from those mistakes that make you who you are. And I also watched this other movie. It was a rom-com. This girl put me on it, but it actually like the message behind it is like it was talking about the same thing. So it's weird. I'm watching two things that are talking about failure and mistakes, and it's talking about like how you come back from those mistakes. And I think that applies to my life because I look back on so many things that I did, like mistakes that I've made, and then like I still like even to this day I'm like, dang, why did I do that? Why did I do that? But I gotta constantly tell myself I gotta move on from those things, and those things make me better because failure is the greatest teacher, like they say. So I don't know. That's what I got out of that.
I just want to know what girl put you on the thing.
Yeah, I was curious too.
Ooh.
You could just like.
I said all of that.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Oh, y'all didn't hear nothing I said, bro. Y'all was just focused. Keith, Thomas, what y'all been doing?
The deflection.
Yeah, I was like,
For sure, I'm good at that. I'm good at.
what?
Well, bro, I was gonna bail you out, bro.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. What you been watching on Netflix?
Bro, honestly, I can't think of nothing productive I've been watching on Netflix. But I mean, I really can't speak to the quarantine thing because I'm an essential worker. So, like, I guess how this quarantine has affected me is just like, just constantly like building my faith in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Just hearing one thing, but believing God for what I know to be true. You know what I'm saying? Is like it's easy to, I guess, lose focus of it. So like you know what I'm saying? When you constantly see other things, other distractions, you kind of forget what God said. So just it's kind of been building my faith and showing me areas of my life that I need to improve. You know what I'm saying? Like constantly like reading my Bible, even if it is a verse at a time or a little portion at a time, just reinstilling those things in my mind, you know what I'm saying, actually applying them to situations in my life. Because, I mean, the Bible isn't really, I feel like the Bible didn't get as powerful to me until I start applying the things, you know what I'm saying, or really like using them, letting them be applicable in my life. So, I don't know, just like when everybody's home, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they can't even come out the house, and then you have to come out the house. I mean, some thoughts kind of run through your mind. Like, if this is like for real, then I'm like screwed. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to believe God for what he says, you know what I'm saying? Trust that, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to put you in a situation for you to be like, you know what I'm saying, out of his will or out of what the will that he has for your life. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of like having trust and believing God, saying is like what's been helping me to improve on during this quarantine.
That's what's up. I've been reading too. We always hear the Gospels, and we know what the gospel means, and we even mime the cross. I like when we had Bible study with our last song, and reveal some things to me even through our study. But beyond that, I've been reading, like Thomas. I've been reading the gospel. I've been reading the Bible more so, trying to get clarity about what God's saying to me in this time, and trying to like not just read it, but to like digest it and to really learn and grow from it, but also to be able to, first of all, teach it, because I'm teaching, the youth, but also to apply it, like Thomas said, because people be quoting scriptures all day, and when I was growing up, they were quoting scriptures, and I'm like, that's it. It's working on in their lives, but okay, I know the scriptures too, and I'm learning them now, but when does it really
have power?
Yeah, have power, and I think that's a good point you made. That I think the power is in the go ye therefore. So like it's in the actual application of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm learning, I'm doing it. Do you love me more than these? The question we had, like one of the Bible studies we had, it's beyond what we currently love doing. Do you love Jesus more than what we currently love doing? And I'm like thinking about that and living it out in my everyday life. This time has really allowed me to do that.
For sure.
And touching back on another book, The Bait of Satan. So I mean, just touching back on that. Other than that, those are really like the only two books I've really been reading. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all better than me, man. I think I'm a visual learner. I can't really read, but like I can, but it's when I read, I don't really comprehend what it's saying. So I gotta like visually see it. Like I like watching a lot of documentaries and stuff, and visual things that help me comprehend and learn.
I was gonna say, even on two things. One, my mentors, I have a mentor. He's been working on some things, like just in general. But part of it is like reading comprehension, because I'll read something to him and he'll like get it, and I'm reading it and I'm trying to like struggle with what did I just read? But part of it takes time and development. The other thing, I watched Netflix and we had Bible study, and I think Crooms talked about that movie on called Odd Thomas.
Yeah, I saw it. I actually watched it.
Man, it was.
So basically, it's this dude that got a gift of seeing spirits or demons around folks that is about to have something bad happen to them. And so basically in whatever setting that he's in now, like he's been seeing like a lot of demons or spirits showing up lately than usual. And he felt like something bad is about to go down. And so he's just he's more like I want to say like a Scoob. I don't want to call him a Scooby Doo. Like just he's like he's just one of those like Hardy Boys. Like he want to go and investigate.
Yeah.
He don't have to, but it's just like it's in his like
it's just calling almost.
Yeah, it's just calling to go and like find like, hey man, what's really going on and stuff like that. And so he ends up like solving mysteries and stuff like that just by and he also sees like ghosts and stuff like that. So basically, like the people who died or whatever, he's able to see them, and they're able to tell them or tell him what is going on. So basically, it's just like a dude who sees spirits. It helps him solve mysteries. It helps them try and also kind of prevent something from going on and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It wasn't scary, so I don't know why Keith talking about he gotta have to watch in the daytime. It was definitely
like the sound effects and like the different people that people be scaring you like
it was more like
it was suspense.
It tried to be like they tried to be funny with it, but it's not. It's kind of like dry humor. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my humor, but it was pretty. It was suspenseful.
Trying to get the joke, but that's fine. The movie was still good to me. Well, it was all right, but yeah, it was a pretty good. It was a straight movie. It was
good. The point I was gonna make.
It sounded like it wasn't good.
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't.
I mean, it was okay. So basically, the only reason why I watched it was because Brandon had brought it up.
Yeah.
And he had a point, and I wanted to kind of catch.
Not telling it to me, guys. Not telling.
Huh?
It's only good enough to based on Brandon's point. I mean, no offense to whoever created the movie.
That's what that was. Yeah, like I see what Brandon was talking about. So.
Yeah, but my point was more. It was also like, okay, what if in like application speaking, we could see evil before it happens and prevent it. Like, so how we are and how we deal with sin. We could see the evil spirits around the sinful nature or sinful action or whatever before it happens, and we can prevent it. Otherwise, we're when our mind gets us to a place of sin and we're committed to that, we're all in. As opposed to this other guy, Thomas, he saw sin, he saw evil spirits and tried to prevent what the action that was going to happen as a result of it. So I just feel like I thought about that point. Like, well, what if we see sin before it happens? See evil in its presence, and then but prevent it before it actually happens.
You mean like sin in ourselves or sin on?
Period. Actually, just ourselves, but anybody else too in the world. Just a random thought. I mean, it was an okay movie. And it wasn't a scary movie, but watching it at night at home by yourself and evil was around, trying to figure out, I don't want to get attacked.
Who was around?
I don't want to get attacked, so I just had to watch it this day.
What was around you? Right. What was evil? Like, my hands, real evil, man.
Evil inside you.
Come at me.
I don't know if y'all heard about what Trump's been saying about the Lysol injection or whatever that's been going on.
Yeah. I see that.
And I have a video here if my computer will load. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep.
So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out. In a minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it's in the lungs and it does a tremendous amount. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. But the whole concept of the light, the way it goes in 1 minute, that's pretty powerful.
So that was Dr. Birdie. I believe that's her name. But she's basically a doctor. I don't know. I thought that video was funny to me, seeing her reaction to his basically his stupidity. Like, who told you to say that? Like, what made you think that would be a good idea? Basically, so I don't know.
Like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's
we're not gonna do this. No.
I feel like, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's like people that really trying to help Trump, like say the right things or word like, hey man, we have a list. Like I'm giving you notes, and Trump is like not reading them notes. He was like, okay, so this is what we're doing. Oh, we're injecting Lysol. Okay, I got you. I'm like, what? That's not what I said. And then he just go out and just say whatever is on his. And I'm like, bro, you can't freestyle. You're not Obama. Obama can.
But
Obama can talk you out of giving $100 offering. Trump, I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you nothing. What are you saying? What are you talking about?
The funny thing about it was how off the top of the head the comment was. Like, it sounded like that was something that he didn't even think about before. It was like he just heard it in the moment and then just said it.
That struck me like at this point, like I know that you're not really thinking about anything in any type of way. Like in any type of way, are you like using your noggin, because you're saying things that that realistically, like if you read any bottle on the back, like obviously they give you a number to call if you ingest that type of thing. So like,
right.
I would like to believe that it wasn't ignorance, that it was just plain, like you said, stupidity, him not really paying attention to what he was saying when he was saying it. Cause I gotta fail to believe somebody really believes that you know what I'm saying, put that type of stuff in your body.
People tried it.
But it was funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess I just feel bad for her, because it's like for the doctor, she was like, I can't even say nothing to, like, because I feel like she can't even like go and tell him like after the fact, like, hey, are you like whatever you just said, that was completely wrong, because she feels that she may get called fake and all that stuff, like, hey, you know, like, bro, like she was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be quiet and just, but man, sometimes, man, your facial expressions tell the whole story. And, bro, her facial is like, bro, like, what are you saying? Nah.
Trying not to laugh or holding her breath. I don't know
She
what
wanted no parts. She wanted no parts.
embarrassed. She was turning red.
She was probably more on the side of like she was. I think she was probably more on the side of she was scared that people was actually gonna try that.
Right.
Like, people listen to that kind of stuff, they hear, and then people gonna believe anything. So I think she was more on the side of like people gonna try this. Like people are actually gonna do this.
The president just told the country to poison themselves. Okay.
How
But
y'all feel about the fact that Texas is opening back up?
I want no parts in that right now. You know how like the iPhone they release their phones, you know, and then everybody buy the phones at first, and then they get all the glitches out. That's kind of how I am. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna go ahead and let Governor Abbott, you know, open up Texas and the economy. I respect that, you know, but at the same time, life is more important. I heard somebody say that life isn't. So I think it was one governor said that they were gonna let their state or a city be a petri dish, or let their state be a testing, like a test study, you know, a control study. And I just think Texas needs to wait. But economically, I hear the concerns, but I feel like life is more important. So I'm gonna let y'all. If y'all want to go ahead and go out, you know, my brothers, respect and more power to y'all. But I'm gonna just wait maybe another extra week before I do anything.
So I'm kind of on the fence with it, and that's because for people with the small businesses, the beauty, the hairdressers, the barbers, people like them, that like I don't know, like my mom, she's a beautician, and so like she's not getting no work, so she's kind of just like trying to sneak somebody in here or there or whatever like that. But I don't know.
My thing is,
I just wasn't feeling.
Can't you take the necessary precautions and still do that type of stuff? You can have your gloves, you can have your mask. You know what I'm saying? While you're doing hair.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's that. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's the issue of people like, okay, like other people are scared to come out to even like try it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the issue. Like, okay, she's like, hey, I have the precaution. It's only gonna be me and you in the shop. And they're like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with it. Like, there's some people that just ain't been outside, So I mean, it's just like I feel for those type of people who who lost work over that. But other than that, will I go out? Like, will I? I mean, probably not. I mean, I go out anyway to go to work, but other than that, I go straight home. Drive-throughs, I'll be okay.
I think I just miss seeing certain people, like seeing people in person. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much like
us. Thank you. Well,
yeah, like y'all guys.
Miss you too,
I
bro.
miss y'all just a little bit, bro. Nah, but for real, like I think I can do without like going to places for like longer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really
without going to a restaurant.
Yeah. Like honestly, it's just saving my bread. Honestly, like I'm just saving my money because I don't have to think about putting other things on my agenda that's gonna cost me unnecessary money to have fun doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's starting to help you be innovative and finding ways to have fun and entertain yourself.
I've been stacking my bread. Yep, my stimulus check.
Hey man, I'm enjoying how my bank.
I'm trying to say that, man. I'm like, all right, EJ, stop. So I'm trying to put that up somewhere and like move that around, but man, Crab Kings called me earlier this weekend, so
I want crab legs.
It was rough. It was rough. We chilling with Jazz on Sunday.
Chilling with Jazz on Sunday. How's school going for you though? Cause is it over?
No, it's not. It's over this coming week or next week. Next week I got finals, so it's really the last week. To be honest with you,
that's crazy, bro. Like people are really graduating Virtual.
You should graduate. Yeah.
They had some ceremonies yesterday online.
I would be super sad if that was me.
It's strange but it's weird.
It is.
It's innovative actually, but it's weird.
Don't value stuff until it's gone.
Facts.
Fine, I done bought my cap and gown and stuff. I done did all this stuff. I'm ready
I'm not
for
walking
prom.
no stage.
Oh wait, so when you're in college, you already bought your cap and gown like
Before graduation?
before or something like that, or?
Well, I'm speaking for people I know I'm in college, but I'm speaking for like people in high school as well. Because I know when I was in high school, I bought my cap and gown like
Early.
months before.
Oh yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah.
So like we done bought it already. We done made all these.
You done bought your class ring and all
Right,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. But
I
class
lost
ring,
my ring.
class ring different because you always gonna have a class ring. But
I still got mine.
I lost mine at Olive Garden in Alabama.
what? You
Right.
got your Letterman?
Yes, I got. Actually, it's in the closet. Yup.
I ain't never seen your Letterman.
Got my Letterman though.
Got my little.
I got mine in my closet.
Green beans.
Or whatever the greens that
Salad?
they're cooking at Thanksgiving that they be having all the time. I hate
Oh,
them.
collard greens. Okay.
Collard green.
Yeah, so
That's a mandatory food.
that soda and
That's because the right person ain't cooked it for you yet, bro.
Right, you need to get the right
they
person.
be
to
every
cook those
time
greens.
I be at my Thanksgiving, they be like it's smack, and I be eating. I be like, no, it don't. It's bad.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't like chitlins.
Yeah,
Talk about food.
Shit, nah, bro. I'm messing.
So you
Pig
just
feet.
like three, like
I don't eat booty bells.
pig feet. Like I don't eat none of that. Chitlins. I don't eat none. I'm slowly going away from pork chops. I'm actually pretty content with not eating pork chops right now. So bacon is probably not going anywhere.
I think you gotta be like a special kind of black
Mhm.
person. Because folks be like, you ain't black if you eat chitlins, but I have like none of my friends eat chitlins.
Let's see then. All right.
I don't eat potato salad neither.
You don't eat potato salad?
What?
Tripping, bro. Potato salad is smack.
Man, back in the day, I used to like when we go to Chinese, like get a fried rice. I used to be the one to pick it out. My mom was like, "Bro, you is not gonna taste them peas." I used to like pick all the peas out of the shrimp fried rice.
So I will say I do like peach cobbler apple pie, but I don't really like to eat the actual fruit. I like to eat the crust.
Crust.
Is that common? That's common.
That's same, bro.
That's a lot of people, bro.
I thought I was abnormal.
You don't like
You don't like peach cobbler being heated?
I like the fruit. I like the fruit to be cooked, but I can't eat it because it's warm or it's hot and the texture. I don't like the texture of the fruit once it's been cooked.
I like peach cobbler when it's like sitting in the refrigerator. Take it out the next day, then I eat it. That's when they smack.
But minus the fruit.
Well, I eat the fruit in it.
I eat peach cobbler and ice cream, bro. What's wrong with y'all? Bro?
Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that.
bro.
I eat it with ice cream, but I don't eat the fruit part.
Oh, that could be, bro. That's probably another. Bro, I hate ice cream. I hate ice cream, bro.
Killing me. I just take the fruit out, bro.
Wait, you said you hate ice cream?
Wait, you hate what? Hold on, wait. Pause this. What?
I don't like ice
I
cream.
didn't hear that.
I hate ice
Take my head off, man.
I don't like it, bro.
So you lactose intolerant, or is it like?
Nah, I
you
could
don't
drink
like
milk. I could drink milk,
it?
but I just
Sorry, can you explain to me what you don't like about it?
Yeah, I don't get it.
so like
Oh,
I could take a bite out of it, but when I'm constant, like if I take more than one bite, it's like this weird taste in my mouth that I don't like especially with vanilla. I don't like bro. I could eat. Is sherbet considered an ice cream? I could
It's in the
smack.
family. It's in the family.
But any other ice cream I can't do. Oh, and I hate chocolate. That's another. I got so many unpopular opinions, bro. I hate chocolate. I don't like ice cream. None of that, bro.
Chocolate ice cream or like chocolate candy?
Chocolate kind of too much for me.
Chocolate period.
It's too rich. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not too like I'm not a big candy eater.
yeah, me neither.
I don't eat Snickers. I don't eat Reese's Pieces, candy corn, whatever. Like I don't eat none of that. Sunflower seeds. I'm not like any. I'm not a snack eater. I'm a meal eater. Like
I hate when like
I know, like like if I know there's gonna be a meal coming, like a beans, rice, whatever, then I'm waiting. I'm not eating no snack. I'm not eating no apple.
Ain't no chips. You ain't got no chips.
I'm not eating
No
no
peanut
chips.
butter
I'm waiting until
in
the
the
food.
fridge.
Mm.
No cereal. You don't eat cereal either.
Oh, I eat cereal.
I
But
was about to bust you, boy.
oh,
but
yeah,
we-
I'm Frosted Flakes all day, baby. Frosted Flakes.
Hey, man.
That's it. I don't even eat and honey nut Cheerios. That's it. I used to
Cracking
be real good. I used to like Rice Krispie treats. For some reason I like to hear it when it's talking. I'm like, what? I'm like, what you saying? My dad was like, every time I ate Fruit Loops for cereal in the morning, I always get in trouble at school. So they was like, man, what do he be eating that make him keep getting in trouble? So they was like, well, we always feed him Fruit Loops. They took Fruit Loops out the pan.
Bro, I used to love Cinnamon Toast
Wow.
Crunch before they said rat poison was in it.
They said what?
Remember when they was saying it was rat poison? Like it's a certain ingredient that they put in rat poison that they put in not Captain Crunch, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm sure.
Bro, what was this? Because all I've been eating at PV is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro. That's my snack. I'll be milk. Bro. That's all I
They said it on the news like a year and a half ago. It was like
Eat at your own
people
risk.
stop buying it, bro. You ain't notice in the store it start going on sale.
Man, somebody told me they add extra sugar in Frosted Flakes. I was like, yo, Frosted Flakes already got sugar on it. Y'all kid. That's how y'all did diabetes.
But I appreciate y'all for coming on the stream, taking y'all time out to come on the stream. I really appreciate it.
For inviting us, man.
Thanks for having us on Chilling with Jazz. Appreciate it.
Jazz, man.
Hey,
I want to be chilling
I'm
with you.
honored. That's all I said. I'm honored.
Yeah, honored.
I'm honored to be chilling with the
The
Jazz.
Love
Man,
y'all, man. Be safe. Wear them face masks. Wash your hands. You should be
Wash your
doing it
hands.
already.
I got mine right here.
yeah, you already know what I'm asking for.
I got y'all, bro. I got y'all, bro.
Hey, I texted Jazz the other day about a mask, and then you
Yeah, look, Jazz, you already know what I'm looking
love was not felt.
I got y'all, bro.
Dang.
for. All right,
Corona.
I will pull up. Hey, mama.
I got y'all. Look,
Yeah, we'll pull up.
it's gonna be yours right here. Yeah, like them.
That's the one that you already used, though. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, but
So you already used
Oh,
it.
I don't want that.
I can't fit it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for you, bro.
Bro, if it's gonna shrink.
You already used
It's already shrunk, but look.
Hey, that mo is long,
Thing
bro.
up my face.
Nah, then you just go on the ground. Like, what? See, I don't want that one.
Let me
A
see
fresh
it.
one, a new one.
Let me see.
Fresh. It can be a second. Look, you can't even find it no more. You just threw it.
He threw his dirty clothes.
Right.
But I can't fit it though.
That's
It's
that's
like
Superman.
Bro, if you can't fit it, you know I can't fit it.
Are those superheroes on there though?
Yeah, that's Iron Man, Spider-Man, look
Spider-Man.
like Captain America, Hulk. Courtney had said it when he was preaching today. He said a quote that I like. He said, "Don't cheat on your future with your past." Bro, that was pretty dope. That's not his words. He took that from someone else, but that kind of stuck with me. So for anybody else that needed to hear a word, that was your word.
I got a quote.
oh, go ahead.
I don't know if I'm gonna come back on. If I'm gonna be invited again on Chilling with Jazz, but for the people, again, my pastor said this. I've said this before in Bible study, that we not fake being a Christian, but we can't fake being a Jesus follower. And we were talking about earlier, all about in this time of quarantine and washing our hands, we could also be like learning the gospel, studying the gospel, but also applying it and living it out. I think that's where the power is. So we can all fake being a Christian. We can all say that's what we are. We go to church, we do ministry together. But ultimately, it's about a relationship with God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit that will, that we're praying that it's manifested in our lives as true Jesus followers.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well, Keith. this is like the perfect time for you to be like, when you talk about being intimate with God, excuse me, being intimate with Jesus, this is literally the perfect time. Like, you can take as much time as you want to be intimate with him. You ain't gotta worry about no schedule or nothing. Like, if you're not in essential work, you ain't gotta worry about having to be somewhere. You can take as much time as you want out through the day to be intimate with God. And I think that's really what we should strive to be. I heard that back when we went to Metanoia last year. It's how we should strive to be more intimate with God and not focus so much on like how someone else's relationship is with God, but we need to focus on like how our relationship is with God.
Jazz, it's an honor. It's an honor. It's an honor. It's an honor.
Bless y'all, boys. Thank y'all for watching. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank y'all, boys, for coming on the stream. You know,
Yes, sir.
hopefully we can continue to do this each and every week. Hopefully, depending on our schedules and stuff and what we got going on. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for taking y'all time out. And yeah, y'all be safe. And yeah, that's the end of the stream. Love y'all.
All right, love y'all.
Sure. Yeah, you know, bro. Y'all be easy.